For the next step, subsequences, you need a campaign that already has prospects in it and that you already started, because only then will you be able to add subsequences to that campaign. So let me show you how that works. For that, I'm going to go into one of my recent campaigns, which are active and still have prospects in them. If you do have these two things, you can access this tab in the campaigns overview, where you can see 3 different subsequences that I've set up for myself. One is follow-up into Oblivion, the other one is bad timing, and the third one is re-engagement. So let me go over the functions of each of these. So follow-up into Oblivion is basically triggered by the follow-up lead category that you saw in the last few videos. Bad timing, same goes for bad timing. The moment I change the lead category to bad timing, it's going to trigger this campaign. And re-engagement is going to be triggered by a lead not responding to the initial emails that I've sent that lead throughout the entire campaign. So those people that have never responded, they're going to get automatically put into this subsequence that then starts 90 days after the initial moment where they enter the sequence. So how does that work? Let's click onto that thingy and then go into edit. So the moment you open the subsequence, you can see a very similar UI to the one that we saw before when we were launching our initial campaign, right? But now, instead of having the import section, you have the lead condition section. And you can choose conditions that would enable or trigger this campaign to launch. So in this case, we have choose condition, add leads to re-engagement process. Meaning, by choosing the re-engagement process, we will move all the leads who haven't responded to the sequence from the parent campaign to the subsequence. And for my case, I would add a delay of 45 days until this sequence starts, which is basically the same sequence as before, just copy paste it into here. Same setup, same principles apply. Apparently I didn't have this checked off. Same principles apply. Save general settings, save and next, done. That's the first subsequence, right? Now, let's look at the other ones. Follow up to Oblivion. Actually, let's look at a fresh one. Let's say I wanted to create the same follow-up sequence. I would choose add leads based on the lead categories. Then I would choose follow-up, and then I would add a delay of 3 days. So let's say someone responded back to me positively, raising their hand. I would respond back to them because it's very hard to automate the initial response, right? And then after I sent out the response, I instantly go into the top right corner, I select lead categories and change it to follow-up. All of this, like this. Response comes back, I respond back to them by clicking on reply. I respond, right? This is my response. I send it, and then after I send it, I go in here and change it to follow-up. That's the entire process. So let's go back into the subsequence. So we add the subsequence, we choose all of this. As for sequences, we enter our follow-ups that look like this, something like this. Be creative about this. Do whatever suits your specific campaign. We go through the setup settings as we have been going through the ones in the main campaign that we launched a few videos back. And then we're going to save it next and update and basically save everything. And then it's done. That's how you create subsequences. That's how you automate 90% of follow-ups. Do this, very important, very high leverage work. Set this up for all of your campaigns. And the moment you want to launch a new campaign, you'll never ever again click on create campaign. You're going to duplicate the one that has subsequences in it and then duplicate the campaign subsequences with it. Very important. See you in the next video.